Hey everybody, welcome back to Mad Horse Barbecue. My name is Brian, and in today's video, we're going to be cooking up, well, there's just a table back there. There's no grill back there yet. It's because I got the grill in my hand. This is a 1991 Weber Go Anywhere. I was fortunate enough to find this on Facebook Marketplace. It was about it was probably about 5 hours away. The guy sold it to me for 25 bucks, shipped it for another 20. 30-year-old grill in mint condition, never used, and it's a Weber. I'm gonna jump all over that. The cool thing about the older Weber kettles, besides that they're old, is that they got the the wooden handles, which Weber went away from in, I believe, 2000. This is a N code, N as in Nancy, meaning that this is a 1991 Weber Go Anywhere. The Weber Go Anywhere series came out in 1979, I believe, and when they first came out, they had shorter legs, and they also had 3 different colors. They had a copper color, burgundy color. It was more of a brown. They had a red, they had the black. In like 87, they went away from the multicolored ones, I think, which is unfortunate because, they're cool. But got some inspiration to, cook on this because, long and behold, my dad over at the Land of Grills, Tom Horseman himself, just did a Brat video on his Weber Go Anywhere. Not as cool as mine. His has got the plastic handles. His is a bit new. His isn't 30 years old, but still, still a pretty cool grill. But we're actually going to be doing the same thing today. We're going to get this thing all set up. We're going to cook some brats indirect and see how it goes. I did do a burn-in on this yesterday. You don't have to burn in your Weber kettles, but for me, a good rule of thumb is I always burn in all my grills. So let me take in, and I'll show you how we get this thing set up. All right, first things first, I got one of these nice little Weber tables. Weber does not make these anymore, but, it's unfortunate. But if you live in small towns, or if you're ever in a small town, drop into a hardware store, because that's where I found mine. I have 2 of these little small town, hardware stores. They got these. There's dust all over the box like they've had them forever, and it's just kind of luck of the draw. But let's go ahead and get this thing set up. It's cool because the Go Anywhere series, just like the Smoky Joe and the Jumbo Joe, they are portable grills, so you can pick them up and go. But it's really neat because the legs fold down, and then you kind of just lift it up. Then the legs sit down just like that. And they actually go right into the slots here. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a little trigger here, and it actually locks the grill into place, so it's not going to go anywhere. So now, with that, this thing opens up. It does have a cool little lid catch. I did cook on this the other day, or not cook, but I burned it in the other day, just because, it was sitting, inside the box. It had some oxidation on it. I cleaned up the outside and the inside with some cleaner and stuff. And if you're going to use any kind of cleaners, maybe it's just a good idea to burn it up before you cook on it. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Again, we're going to be setting 2-zone cooking, so I'm going to put the coal over here, and then the coal here, meat here. So let's go ahead. He's using some Kingsford Blue Bag today. But that'll be plenty of coal. This isn't going to be that long of a cook. This video really isn't about the cook as it is showing, making a video and get my dad all jealous for one, but just kind of showing that, I'm cooking on a 30-year-old grill, which is pretty cool. So we're going to put one of my little fire starter cubes right down here. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave the lid open with all the vents open just like this for about 10 minutes once these coals get going. And once they get going, I'm going to close this thing down, and I'm going to set it up for 2-zone cooking. So you can see it's got the 3 vent holes there. Once this charcoal is up and running, and burning pretty much, what I'm going to go ahead and do is leave the intake, meaning the bottom holes open on the heat source side. And then I'm going to keep that top vent closed, and then I'm going to open the top vent on the food side, and then close the vent on the close the bottom vent on the food side. I'm just going to let this thing kind of burn for about 10 minutes, and I'll pick back up when we're throwing the brats on. My dad did those Irish garlic or whatever. I'm just going to do some regular old Johnsonville beer brats. Real nice, real good. Let's go ahead and throw them on. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I have some hickory wood chips here. I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of them in. Go ahead, close this thing down. And I am going to grill these, so I'm only going to let these things go indirect, probably for about, 20-30 minutes, and then I'm going to throw them on the coal side and just finish them up there. So when we're throwing them on the coal side, I will pick back up. All right, we are back. Been on for 25 minutes. What I'm going to go ahead and do is move the brats over to the hot side. But before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and open up all the vents. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift up here. That means both bottom vents, both sides are open. Lift up on the other side. And then I'm going to open up the vent right above the coals without burning myself. Open up the grill. That lid catch is kind of nice on there. You know, I never really used the lid catch that comes on the 22-inch kettles, but it's kind of neat on here. It's kind of a, you know, if the wind were coming in from the back too, it'd kind of protect the grill from the wind. We're just going to go ahead and move these over right on top of the coals. Go ahead, put them right there. Close the lid. Let them go for, I'm going to say, a minute in 10 seconds, and I'm going to flip them. So when I flip them, I'll pick back up. All right, minute 10 is up. Go ahead and flip them. Oh, a little warm there. We'll probably go about 50 seconds on the next one. But go ahead and close this thing down one more time. Let them go for about 30-40 seconds, and we will pick back up when we're biting into them. So we'll see you then. All right, we're back at the brats inside. Time to eat. Cook times were, I don't know, 30 minutes. Again, this really wasn't about how to show you how to cook brats. It was just more or less kind of maybe teasing my dad over at Tom Horseman, showing me cooking the same thing he just cooked, but on a grill about 25 years older. That's right, you know, like I said, N code, 1991, Weber Go Anywhere. Pretty cool. Cooked my first meal on it. Simple brats, so let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm pretty simple man when it comes to brats. All I need is a bun, a brat. I got some red onion here. And we're just going to go ahead and dig a little bit of this French's spicy brown mustard. Sometimes I like putting barbecue sauce on my brats, but today is not that day. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Wow, absolutely, I'll do what my dad does here. Real nice, absolutely fantastic. Something about, you know, it's getting a little warmer here in Minnesota, even though it's going to get cold and it's going to dump a bunch of snow on us again. But something about just a nice warm day and a brat for dinner, or 4 brats for dinner, just was really good. So now besides that, I got nothing else. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video. Hope you had a great Sunday. I really do appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time.